Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Hello everyone, Jay here. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for watching this video. Today's video will be very interesting. It's about an idiom that is used quite often by native speakers, but a little hard to understand. So in today's video, I will break down this idiom for you so that you can understand how to use it, and I'll give you some examples. And then you guys can try this idiom in the chat. Okay? So, without further ado, today's idiom is going to be to cut someone some slack. Now, what the heck does that mean? So, first, let's look at the origin of the idiom. So, it really dates back to a couple hundred years ago. And it's kind of like a sailor's term, or like a term that came from boats, which meant to loosen the rope so that a boat could dock properly. So this leads me to help you to understand the word slack. So I'm going to use a rope to describe this. So if you had a rope and you were to pull it tight, we would just say you were pulling the rope tight. But if you said to somebody, give me some slack, or I need the rope to be slack, what they mean is to be loose. The rope needs to be loose. So if you were to walk down to the boat dock, you might actually hear someone yelling this. Hey, can you give me some slack? And so that just means that they don't want the rope to be tight, so that they're able to tie up the boat properly, or they have a little bit of extra rope so that they can tie down the boat. Now, the other part of this idiom that might throw you off a little bit is the word cut. So, of course, we all know cut. And in this case, cut is being used like give. Instead of cutting the rope, of course, we don't want to do that. We want to just give some rope, or give some slack. Now, I think you've figured out the literal meaning, so we could use this if we were on a boat, or in any situation where you just need a little extra rope, or somebody to give you a little bit of extra space. Now, if we use the idiom, how some people do in this modern day, cut somebody some slack, which is usually used as a business term or in the business world when somebody just needs a little bit of space. They need a little bit more time to finish a project, or they just need to be left alone for a bit so that they can complete something. They may not want to be restricted as much as they were being restricted. So now imagine my boss calls me into his office and says, Jay, where's the project that you were working on? Are you finished? And I might say to him, oh, I'm really sorry. I've been really busy this week with some other things. Could you cut me some slack? And I will give you the project next week. This is me asking my boss if he can just give me a little bit of extra time, or just give me a little bit more time to finish the project. Okay, now it's your turn. Comment below and see if you can come up with some really good examples for using cut someone some slack. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.